often like to think of it as something that just is. But too many people let the past determine who they are. When true greatness is determined by how one deals with the present. So if I'm helping you, I have one condition.
Yeah. No more quitting.
Time is a gift, Ison. What are you gonna do with yours?
Florespark can be an unpredictable city. Affluency doesn't mitigate its problems. In some ways, it amplifies them. This is why we're deployed. But we've seen better days.
Then why are we just now debriefing?
This mission is not complete.
I only know of her. Our lack of data collection is a problem.
Valdez, I'm aware of your investigative talents. Braxwell spoke highly of you, and that's why you're on this team. Local law enforcement handles itself very well. But there are those with abilities. Some believe themselves to be good. Others don't even attempt to act as if they are. Either way, we're involved. Not everyone will agree with our status. But that can be said for anything. May I remind you both, we're Alpha Core, and failure is not what we do.
This woman is dangerous, reckless, and far too carefree. Power that even widens. Solari. Interesting. What the hell is this crazy woman up to? Time to earn our paycheck. See you soon. Yeah, I will.
I'm Cato Gooding, owner and operator of Gooding Services. I've done work all around the city of Florespark, but there's a reason why we're based out of Shadow Valley. The city has its police force and Alpha Corps. It even has superheroes that patrol the streets. They're more than capable of dealing with various threats. Shadow Valley is full of hard-working, honest people. It's unfortunate that the city acts like you don't even exist. And that's why we're here. Let's be honest, the city allocates little resources for Shadow Valley. That's why they're so late to respond to issues. Good people deserve good service. For our great citizens, we provide it all. From firefighting to criminal investigations, you can count on Gooding Services.
Gooding Services has a bundle for all budgets. You can be fully protected with emergency response for just $49.99.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. With my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that?
Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
What's up, y'all? Please confirm that y'all can hear me loud and clear. I have a little makeshift setup downstairs. We'll talk about all that here in a bit. But I just need to know, I'm not using my usual Shure mic, but can you guys hear me loud and clear. Hear me? Cool. Perfect. Beautiful. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. So was not planning to stream today, guys. Let's be honest. Had no intentions on doing that. But this is a special occasion here. And I figure we do what we have to do. Okay. So this is my first stream in a minute, actually. As you guys have, if you've kept up with some of my posts, I recently had hip surgery. I had a lot of issues there. Not a lot of issues. It's more of one thing that was causing a problem in my hip. It's caused me problems since I was a collegiate athlete. It actually set me out a year, part of it. And it's just, long story short, too much bone in that area. And I finally got it fixed because I kind of had to, because I was unable to run anymore because of I tore the labrum there. So I had to get the labrum repaired, but more importantly, we got the bone situated so that this doesn't happen again. That said, it is going to take some time to recover. I started physical therapy this week. Things are going well, but it's going to take some time. Definitely be as active as I was, running and sprinting and kickboxing and shit. Someone said crutches in the chat. Yeah, I have them over here. I don't think y'all can see this. But yeah, I got this cool. It looks like I'm a mage and some shit. So I actually like it because it almost looks like a staff. So I'm actually all for this shit. But yeah, I do got crutches. I do have crutches there. And yeah, it just trying to get back in the swing of things. It's gonna take me probably half a year, man. If everything goes good with physical therapy, to get to where I was before. And Lord knows how much I lost to get back, to that point. I was working out twice a day and doing that. That's gonna take, who knows, man, a minute. But I'm excited nonetheless, and that's why I'm streaming. So I got a little makeshift set up downstairs, thanks to my lovely wife, who now I can see because she's playing Fortnite right there. And yeah, so she helped me out, got some stuff from upstairs, had some, I'm using my PC. I brought this down long before I had went out for surgery. Brought the PC down here that I use for my show, not my office PC. My office is untouched. Brought this down, brought the webcam down, got a key light here, had this green screen that I haven't used in fucking forever. So it's finally coming to use. And my Blue Yeti mic that we've used to travel, I also got it for my wife when we were streaming like Mario Kart and stuff. So yeah, we got a little makeshift thing, and we're making it work. So I can at least stream now. Will be a while before I do the show for sure, but I can at least stream. We'll be returning with Ripping the Silverback, and we'll see what happens with everything else. That'll be determined by how physical therapy goes over the next week or so. Hopefully I'll be off the crutches soon, and then I'll be able to walk in by myself and go up the stairs and stuff, because I don't have any elevators. I ain't got money like that. But I don't got any elevators in here. It's just straight stairs, and I can't get up them. So yeah, we got some stuff to discuss. It's not going to be a long stream because I wasn't even planning to do it. But I had to especially touch base with all y'all because of today's special event. Can we watch this trailer one more time / pilot? Let's just one time. Why not? Let's do it one more time, and then we'll talk about everything.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him, and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. my money. Now, what are y'all gonna do about that?
Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
So that is the latest from Rippaverse Studios. And man, what our team here does such a phenomenal job. They absolutely killed it with this. It was a cool scene to do. It was written by Chuck Dixon. He also wrote the dialogue, so it was awesome to have the creator of Horseman himself be involved. This is a different kind of setup because, and I know I'm kind of switching gears here. You know, this is the first character that we are doing that had to get in a book that I didn't create. So, you know, I'm being a big salesman here, and making sure that we're seeing the vision through of everybody involved. It was a great idea that our animators also wanted to make sure that we caught the essence of who Horseman is as a character in that animation, especially with us wanting to do future investments. So we got Chuck Dixon involved. He saw everything. He did a lot of writing. He did the writing for the actual trailer, dialogue, and all, and it turned out phenomenal. So big shout out to the voice actors as well. And yeah, as you guys know, if you watch the full video, Dean, MF, and Kane is going to be the voice of Horseman should this get a season or a full episode, and we'll talk about that. So if you go watch the full video, you'll see that I chime in on some things. Dean Kane chimes in if you watch the full pilot video. And this is what makes this different from before, is that this serves as a pilot in addition to being the trailer for the comic book. Okay. Now, a pilot in the sense that this is a proof of concept of what a Horseman animation would look like. Okay. So we have done some numbers. Me, Alex, and our animators. We had a discussion. We talked about where we need to be, and after crunching those numbers, if we get, as we announced, 5,000, and we got some questions out there. We're well over 1,000 already in terms of memberships. But once we hit the 5,000 members of any tier, so even if the next 2,000 members are just $5 tiers, whatever. But I recommend that you get a higher tier. You get to take advantage of the shipping discounts as well as the merchandise discounts for your domestic customers. So be sure to go grab that. So we are going to commit. This is how it's going to work, okay? If this does end up if we get 5,000 members, okay? Once we hit the 5,000 mark, we're going to start working on episode number 1 of the actual animated series, what we think that's going to be. So that would take time to develop. We develop it. This would be released. The first episode of this, it would be at least a 10-minute run time, roughly. The first episode would be put out there in the ether for no charge. The goal for that would be to obviously incentivize more of you guys to sign up. Because I'm gonna be honest, my actual goal, right? And I don't even think I even talked with Alex about this. So my bad, Alex, if you're just getting in on this news. I would love for us to really have that thing operating, doing its thing, and us start to already get invested in the animated universe, which is just an adaptation of our actual universe. So an extension of it, more or less. And start getting moving on some of that other stuff. So look, if it hits 15,000, 20,000 members, right? I'd start getting the wheels turning on some of that other stuff too. Okay. But let's take it one step at a time. Okay. Obviously, the goal is to have this membership thing be what really subsidizes the the animations. Okay. The more of those we get, the more of those we can afford to produce. It's really that simple. It's not a rocket science there. It's a direct one-to-one. That can, like, because right now the comics are funded by the comics and merchandise. Okay, we get the animated stuff funded by the membership sales. Then we'll be cooking with grease, right? So we have our comics going, we got our animated stuff going, but we released a 10-minute video out there today, the YouTube, all that. You see the full episode of no additional cost. The goal of that, of course, is to convert a lot of maybe guys that had signed up until then to then get signed up as Rippaverse members, paid Rippaverse members then after the fact. So if we hit 10,000, we will commit to a full season. Okay? So you get the full season of Horseman. We get rocking on that. And yeah, it's fairly simple. 5,000 to get that episode number 1. Should we ever hit 10,000, we invest into an entire season of the Horseman, again, with these episodes being not limited to, but around 10 minutes at least is what we're looking at. So that's kind of more or less where it's at. We can get this 5,000 at any time. So it doesn't need to be tomorrow. It doesn't need to be next week, next month. If it happens, whenever. That's kind of where that investment is going to be. And we have the great, and someone brought this up, Dean Cain. I didn't even think about this, right? You got Chuck Dixon, right, as a writer. Did a lot of Batman stuff. And then you got Dean Cain, the Superman, well, technically my Superman, right? Doing this, which is kind of crazy, full circle moment for me. But I'm thankful, blessed to be in this situation, working with these greats. Dean will be the voice of Horseman, the character, and Hector. So I'm really excited about that. He's excited about that. He wants us to make this happen. So it's really simple, guys. Become a member over at rippaverse.com/members. $5 tier if you want. I mean, you're gonna spend $5. You're gonna go to the gas station, bro. You're gonna go to the gas station, you're gonna spend $5 on some snacks, right? So hell, want to see some animation? Really simple. Become a Rippaverse member. Rippaverse members, it's a growing list of perks, right? So it's not like you're just giving us $5 and that's solely what it's going to the animations. No, you get perks, you get merchandise discounts, you get all the stuff that's member exclusive, which we're going to be expanding on. We have a list of growing membership like perks that we are going to start implementing soon. We have a meeting next week actually with our developers to talk about that. So once that gets implemented, we're going to start, we'll have forums and things will be a lot more interactive. We're going to do a lot member only content and stuff to really, really incentivize these sales. So become a paid member for as little as $5 a month. And that will get you good. So that was the talk of the town, but we got to talk really, of course, Horseman itself. So I'm going to refresh this real quick. We are over 5,000 books sold, by the way. Okay. That milestone got hit when I was showing you guys the trailer / pilot. 308,000. We're over 300,000 total sales. Okay. I'm going to be completely honest with everybody here. I was not expecting it. I have no problem being transparent about this. I was not expecting this to hit this. And it's not even payday. Payday's tomorrow for a lot of people, right? So who knows what's going to happen on this thing tomorrow? I would have been on the moon, over the moon. Hell, fuck it. If this thing had hit $300,000 in the entire collection window. This is our first collection to hit, obviously, this big milestone. And it has a lot going for it, obviously, with the CGC copies, especially signed by creator of Horseman himself, Chuck Dixon. But I was not anticipating this, was not expecting this, and yet here we are. 300,000, over 5,000 total books sold. I had no idea that this was going to do this. I'm being completely transparent with you guys there. No idea. And if it hit this over the campaign, this would have been more than successful. $200,000 is successful on a campaign as such, considering how much we've invested in it, right? These aren't as we're not as invested as far as like dollar figure and stuff like this in comparison to a massive campaign like Yaira or Alpha Core or whatever. This is a collection, right? Slimmed down, and yet we're about to hit. I don't know where this thing is going to end, right? A million. First of all, $1 million collection ain't supposed to happen. Okay, so I want to be clear about that. That's not the goal. But if this shit hits $500,000 to $1 million, don't know what we're gonna do. But this was not supposed to happen. Just being completely transparent. It hasn't been 24 hours. We're in day one still, and we're already at $300 and something thousand in total sales. And hopefully, maybe there were some guys that were holding off. The Ripazines are arriving, right? So we have those Ripazines getting to you all. And in those Ripazines, you may be able to, not may be able, you will be able to see the Horseman in terms of its previews. So maybe after those are arriving, people are reading those, and then they decide, hey, I'm going to get into Horseman. So yeah, my man Kanan is in the chat. A lot of people in the team, part of a team in the chat. But Kanan says, 1 million, why not? Let's go. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Why not? But yeah, it's a collection. It's not supposed to do that, which is crazy. But I do see a lot of members of our team. This is Jen and Sylvia. I believe Alex was here. Andrew's always here. Sheep. Carol, shout out. Igor, I saw him pop in as well. Kara is here. Shout out to everybody. I'm fading. Yeah, Kara, I took a nap. So I woke up at 3. I took a nap. Here it is. I took a nap like after I got out of physical therapy because I was gassed. I was getting ready to release this thing. I had stayed up a lot later gaming than I should have, and so I got like 3 hours of sleep, and then yeah, here we are. But yeah, I'm rocking now. I'm good to go. Took a fresh nap, re-energized. But yeah, I would have crashed it. I would have done the stream if I hadn't napped. I'd probably be asleep by now for the night. But a lot of the okay, Horseman by Chuck Dixon. You know he is a brutal. He's a more brutal approach. He's a different character, grounded, street level, self-made, and he has a lot going for him. You see the previews. Love Chuck Dixon's and Joe Bennett's design. It just looks incredible. And the interiors of this. Look, let's be honest. Joe Bennett is just one of the best in the business. Yeah, I'm not saying it's just because he's doing so much work for us. It's subjective fact. As far as the artist is concerned, Joe Bennett is one of the best in the damn business, right? Yes, what happened to him as far as the mainstream is a crying damn shame, but also thanks, bastards. Appreciate you, because now we got him over here, and we're going to keep him paid. We're going to keep him well fed in terms of getting his monies, getting his benefits, all of that stuff. We're going to keep him around. We got another Joe Bennett project that is as well along the line, started Colors. We got another one that he's going to start working on after this. Joe Bennett ain't going nowhere. Okay? Joe Bennett ain't going nowhere. But he's one of the best in the business. He's incredible. Love that you guys and this is their vision. That's what makes this a special thing, right? It's their vision. This is very much, yes, not to say the Alpha Core weren't their, it wasn't their vision, but the core characters, and it's also not to say that the other characters that I created that were in this story, as far as Alpha Core is concerned, weren't created and weren't the vision of Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. They were Sandy Kim, Galvin, everybody, Billy Bob. All of those guys were created by Chuck Dixon, right? Only characters that I created were the actual Alpha Core members, as well as some of the police officers that are a part of it. I created, but all the other characters were created. Wilkins, somebody brought up. Yes, that was created by Chuck. So that was very much their vision as well. However, obviously the book is based off of Alpha Core. Alpha Core was characters that I created, and Brian Braxwell and Ingrid. Horseman, however, is all theirs. Okay. This was a project that they brought to me. They said that the Rippaverse, and this is how it was pitched to me. They conspired. They conspired together, right? Because they're a tandem. They love working with each other. And I love to see this at this stage of their career, that passion and enthusiasm is still there as a new duo, right? So they conversed on their own, and they came to me, pitched it, and said, "Look, this is what the Rippaverse needs. The Rippaverse needs a character like this. Okay, the Rippaverse needs a character like this." And I was like, I saw the script, saw the everything. Obviously, a lot of the concept art was facilitated by Joe Bennett. And so I said, okay, cool. Green light. Went in, rocked this thing out, and this is what we got. Some of y'all's favorite character already. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But this is very much their vision, and this is what makes this a unique project, a character that they created for the Rippaverse that needed to fit within the stories, within the world, rather, in the type of stories that we are telling. And that'll make a little more sense once you read Horseman. And because he is arriving, as it says, welcome to Flores Park. Okay. So you know that it's in the city, and you know that that city has been established. It's where we started, and yeah, it's a lot going on, and you guys are going to enjoy this thoroughly. Okay, so you're going to learn more about Hector. You're going to learn more about Horseman. You're going to learn about Tuna. You're going to learn about everybody that's involved. It is such a good story. It's a fun one. It's a bigger book. It's 96 pages. So that's kind of our classic stuff like we've done with Isom, Yaira, and Alpha Core. Okay, so it's a bigger book. It is technically a one shot, right? Don't get me wrong. I have heard you guys loud and clear. We're already working on Horseman, seeing what we're doing with like an actual series that will be facilitated by Chuck Dixon. Okay, so don't worry about it. So they're interested in it. I'm all for it. It's Rippaverse. It's all love from me. And I'm going to push this like hell. Definitely now that I have a streaming setup. But there are a bunch of items that you can get, of course. You got the Horsemen, and let's look at some of these real quick. And I'll get to super chats. I know y'all are going crazy with the super chats. We'll get to that here in a little bit. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like I said, first stream back. Was not expecting to have this much success. We got a couple of, not a couple, full covers as we usually do. Y'all already saw it. It's Caden fucking White. Excuse my language. Come on, man. Looks amazing as it always is. The art director. He knows what he's doing. He's the best, one of the best in the business. The Horsemen welcome to Flores Park. Cover B. Ronaldson. Which I love working with him now. I would love to give him some interior work, actually, because I've had a lot of fun working with him. We've done some covers with him as well. You guys have seen. And I love the turnout of this one as well. The Horseman. Cover B. You can grab that as well. And then we have my man, who was also big part of the Rippaverse, Will effing Conrad. The artist for Gooding the Polymath, artist of the Dougman trading cards, done other covers, and he again, also another one of the best in the business. Simple as that. And I love this. This is full. You guys see the actual design of it as far as the full and everything. You're gonna love this. Okay. And I've heard you loud and clear, guys. I would love to y'all let me know, because posters are easier to do for us, especially at this point. So maybe we do that. Maybe we do a like as a celebration drop. Like we used to add stuff to the campaigns, post campaign launch, and maybe we do another poster, because we have got a lot of requests over a big poster like our other ones, 24 by 36s. We went with the smaller ones for a couple, not because we're going away from them. I know there were some people asking about that. It's not that we were going away from them. It was more of we just wanted to mix it up, because some people were asking for some other sizes. But I'm not against adding a bigger poster. Let me be clear. And I already got a proof of concept from the artist. So y'all let me know is what I'm trying to say. If you guys want, because that's one of the easier things to do. We can get that out. We can get those printed, get it delivered to our warehouse. Easier things to do. If y'all want one like a bigger poster, because the poster for this one is a smaller one. It's not a small poster, but it's not as big as our other ones. And I know a lot of y'all are like, go to your man caves. I saw my man CJ post his, and so he's looking to, he wants some uniformity. So he wants another poster that's that size. So I'm not against that. Make no mistake, I'm not against that. If y'all want that, let me know. We'll get to work on it and see if we can get a post collection launch at a late edition, like a later edition, that will be the 34 by or 36 by whatever the fuck 24 poster. If y'all want that, I'm game to add that in there. But continuing on, y'all will see the full on this cover, and man, it's nuts. It is nuts. And then we have returning, because we didn't do one for Gooding, a throwback cover, right? We get a lot, and I've learned, because what happened was it wasn't like we did it on purpose. We just mixed things up, do what we do, and then people were like, "Well, where's another one? Why didn't y'all do one for Gooding?" Okay, I heard you loud and clear. Y'all like these classic kind of throwback type of covers, right? Okay, heard you loud and clear. Appreciate that feedback. So we got you one, and this time we've made it, instead of like cover B or A, like we did with this. So this will be the mass print cover. So the mass print cover is a throwback feel, retro cover, okay? And it's done by the interior artist, Joe Bennett. So that's also a cool thing, in that the main cover is done by the main artist. When I say main cover, I'm meaning like that's the one, like, look, this book, we keep printing it for the next 30 years. This will be the cover that you're going to see on this thing, okay? So there we go. Appreciate y'all showing love. Bro, can y'all imagine that on a collection? $300,000 already. Over 5,000 books sold. And it's not even payday. Yeah, someone asked about that Mark Evans cover. I can't do everything every time, right? But I do have Mark working on some other stuff. We'll talk about that. What that is, we'll let you know. But he's working on some stuff for us, okay? Yeah, not in 24 hours. I know, right? Not even 24 hours, over $300,000. 313 says Flash. So you can go grab these. The mass print for this is $25. You can get the main one here as well for $29, or A and B. And then, of course, you have cover C, which is our special limited cover. As always, we will let you know within a couple of weeks of what the final print numbers will. Those always, like, people start buying stuff up after that. What the final print numbers for these will be, we'll let you guys know. We'll let you guys know what those will be soon enough. So go and grab those while you can. All right, going back to this collection. Let me get to some super chats actually really quick, and we'll go through some of the other items in the collection, because those are piling up on me. I know there's been some that I missed that we got here early on. So let's go through some of these. 37, you guys are sons of bitches. Horseman came out the gate swinging, says my man's Bruce with a 31 months. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Horseman coming out of the gate, which is a proper analogy there. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. Shout out, Bruce. Of course, always getting everything. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a 17 month says, I'm loving the retro covers, Ripper. I also love it when the cover showcases the protagonist up front with the villains in the background. Home run. Joe Bennett likes to do stuff like that. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it. We have Anjanette becoming a YouTube member. Shout out. Appreciate that. Welcome. It's me, Mario, with a 20. Shout out to Kara and X-Ray for a fun stream. Well, shout out to them. They're always doing some awesome things. Bruce says, as of this super chat, the Rippaverse is just over 100K away from 10 million in book magazine pre-orders alone. That's crazy to think about. So that's not obviously including all the other. We've already made $10 million, including everything else. Sales after the campaign ends, collections ends, everything like that. Not including that stuff and everything that we've dropped that wasn't a part of a collection. We've already hit 10 million. But now we're about to hit it just on pre-order stuff that's been part of these collections and campaigns alone, which is crazy. That's nuts. That's crazy to think about, man. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a 5. So I would like to thank Vladimir Putin for funding the Rippaverse. I guess Vladimir got tired of waiting 4 years for his comic. Hail, Chuck, and chill. Man, that is hilarious. Look, have we shipped to Russia? I feel like we've shipped to Russia before. If y'all want Horseman, y'all can order it as well. I don't know how Putin feels about it, but I'll ship the bitch to Afghanistan. I'm game to do that. Know what I'm saying? All right, we have Canada with for a Canadian 7, excuse me, from IJ says, what do we have to do to get one of those Mark Evans painted covers? Well, we wouldn't add another cover. That would be crazy. To add another cover after 4, we don't like to go crazy with our variants. So 4, it's not gonna be more than that. But for a Mark Evans painted, like Mark Evans doing Horseman at some, maybe we can figure out how that looks. But I know y'all love his stuff. He is working on something for me though right now. Not Horseman. Give it 5 for my man David Harvey. Shout out, appreciate that, and welcome all those new members. Consider becoming a member. I don't even know how we would pull that off. Gifted memberships, that'd be impossible. Like for the website, but you can also become a member for as little as $5 over the website, which you should if you want to see more Horseman animation. Man's Larry Parker with $1. Appreciate you. We got Scott McKenzie with a 5. Blessings and team prayer for your continued healing and recovery. Thank you. Horseman looks amazing. Kane, Chuck, and Joe, let's go. Stay the course. You got it. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you, homie. Sean with a 20 says, what is your meaning when you distinguish business from business? My Asperger's syndrome makes it hard for me to infer things like this. I need it spelled out. It's just how I'm saying business. So it's our version of business. That's it. Nothing crazy. 20 ain't cheap though. You have to pay 20 to ask that, man. Thank you so much. 35 months from Defendo. It's a long time. Chuck and Joe are getting paid, man. We're gonna keep them fed, keep them rocking. Business. Raven Blacksboro with a 5. Congrats on a new book. Chuck and Joe purchased all 4 titles. And cover C signed and graded. Okay. Join the premium group also. Shout out, new member. Rippaverse.com/members. We'll go to that here in a little bit. Talk about all this stuff. Jim Alaska with a 10 says, congrats on Horseman. Chuck is the best and everything he writes is gold. Simple as that. Simple as that. Good to see you. As soon as my direct deposit hits tomorrow, Horseman Heal up, be patient with yourself. Yeah, Larry, I'm trying to making sure I'm staying on top of the physical therapy, which I started this week, doing my exercise assigned to me between uh, everything because I know this is going to be a problem, and it's frustrating. I've sat out a year before. It was 2009, I believe, when 2009 2010 when I had a stress fracture in the same damn hip that put me out, and I redshirted that year. Uh, and it's as frustrating as it was then, and as it is now. It's something that's going to take some getting used to because I'm a very active person. I like to work out, like to run around, and I'm kind of contained. But yeah, I have to be patient and to get back to where I want to be, make sure things heal up properly, and I'm making sure that I do that. So thank you for those kind words, Larry. My man's Drew, what's up? Love to see you here. Says with a 10. Congrats on Horseman. The CA resident was up at 4 a.m. to secure all 4 covers. Shout out. And both shirts. Will there be a tally of membership to see the progress of goals? We're talking about that. I don't know how technically we're going to do that, but we have talked about that being somewhere on the website because I know a lot of y'all are wanting to see that. It also will incentivize signups. So we'll get to working on that. Maybe something that we can put like as a counter on the membership page, right? We'll see. We'll see how that looks. I'm working on it. I'm working on that. Okay. Appreciate that. We have hold up. Adjusting my fucking brace. All right. CJ says, feel better soon. We need you back in Alpha Core shape. That Horseman trailer has got me hyped. It's so good, man. It's so good. Who's playing the riff in that trailer? Was Zach, our man Zach, does our music in the trailers. So he's done the cinematic music that you've heard for the other trailers as well. He did Alpha Core. He did I think the Yaira one as well. So yeah, and I think he did the Yaira live action thing too. I think he did that as well. So yeah. 8 months from Peter B says, I'm in Australia. Shipping is $28 without the poster. 66 with. Well, it's a poster, man, and it's Australia. You guys know y'all get taxed for shipping out there. Not much I can do there. It's just the price on that type of stuff. That said, if you want the books, you can get the books. And we have a special, what is it, $12? A special Ripperverse international rate. No duties are assigned to that. So you can take advantage of that, but your order has to be just books. So if you buy just books, that's this book, any book for that matter, that's just a book, not the signed graded copy, just a book. If you get just a book, you'll be able to take advantage of that special rate. That applies to everything now and before that has been released. Also applies to Canada, UK as well. So be sure to take advantage of that. If maybe it costs a little too much for you to get the other stuff. We do at least for the starters. And look, we do want to expand. We want to get to where we have some of our merchandise items in other states or countries. But right now, our presence is in Australia, Canada, and the UK for just books. So our books are a little easy. So take advantage of that at least, because you can get those for like $12. Playing Vortex with a 5. Any time frame for the forums you mentioned? It's hard to say. We're working on that. I'll have a better update next week because we are going to be working on that next week or have a big meeting for that with our devs. Linko Kenobi with a 10 months says, what's going on, Ripper? Question in the October meetup. You said meetup, would you be signing books? If not, I'll be good. You talking about at the meetup at with Neurotic? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I'd imagine it won't be a problem. But yeah, we can bring some stuff over there, and I had no problem setting up a table and signing this stuff like our other meetups. But I'm just being. That was That's their setup. So I'm not trying to invade on anything that they want us to. Gary wants us to do. So that'll be between Gary. You probably can reach out to Kara as well. Maybe you can get some more information. Look. It's getting to the point to where some of these things I just show the fuck up. So I'll be there. I will be there at the meetup. But as far as like having a table, signing shit, I don't know how that's gonna look. Or selling shit for that matter. I don't know how that's gonna look. But I will be there. And of course, we'll be at SpaceCon all days. Inkling with a 10 says, why are some people stuck in the Fauci cult? We're 5 years and NPC still believe the science. I'm sorry, but you still believe that stuff. You're senile, more than a senile cut than the corpse in the Oval Office. Yeah, I mean, you have to. It is crazy. I mean, I live in Texas, so I don't see a lot of this stuff. But you know, I always have to remind myself that not every place is like that, and there are so many folks still doing this mass hysteria thing. Okay, babe. Doing this mass hysteria thing. So it's crazy, but it is still a thing. My man Side Eye, what's up? Says, congratulations on Horseman and the midday nap. Yeah, that was crucial. That midday nap was crucial. Up and down with a 5. I'm new to comics and I got a question. If I see you at the meetup, how many books can I ask you to sign without being rude? I will sign. Okay. So how this works for me. I know typically these guys, like if this changes, something would have had to happen. So I'm not going to say it won't change. I don't see it for the foreseeable future. If you come to an event with me and I'm at a booth or something, it may only be for a allotted time. I will sign as much as the audience wants me to. And I don't charge. Now, obviously, we do CGC copies and stuff. We charge for those, obviously, online. But as far as like if you just come with a poster or I've signed shirts, hats, I've signed books, whatever, just bring them shits and I will sign them. My man's Dan Vasquez, see him in the chat, shout out. I will sign them. Just bring it. I don't care how many it is. Some guys have brought a whole fucking haul of Rippaverse books, multiple covers, and I've sat and signed like fucking 15 books in that one sitting for that one person. I will do that. No problem. So however many you want me to sign is how many I'll sign. Mr. Toxicity with a 5 says, finally read Alpha Core and Ingrid taking off a plane engine with one swipe of her cable. Was like, what the fuck? She kind of holding back. You're going to learn a lot about Ingrid Valdez in the future. You're going to learn a lot about her. Red X with a 5. Please tell me Alpha Core 2 is in the works. Horseman looks great. I love the brutal vigilante character. Chuck's working on it. He is. Imagine my man, what's up, bro? Says, I got a copy on order. Can't wait. Keep rocking, bro. You got it, man. You got it, man. Okay. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate all the support from all the content creators that are out there that still show love as well, man. Alex with a 15 months says, congrats, Ripper. I got 3 covers of the black shirt. Man's Igor says, I'm just happy to get to draw tons of blood, says Igor. A lot of the promotional graphics you guys have seen is done by our man Igor. He's our internal lead illustrator. So a lot of those cool concepts that you guys see. That's Igor. He's one of the best. Love him being here, man. Linko Kenobi with a 10 says, what's up, Ripper? Will Chuck Dixon be there? Because I won't. I would like to. I'm think you mean SpaceCon? No. Horseman signed anyways. Looking forward to reading Horseman issue. He won't be there. Not. I mean, if he wants, yeah, but there's no plan for him to specifically be there. Stupid Coyote with a 5. This is the best one. The biggest one I've been looking forward to since the original announcement. Bring on the Horsemen, says Stupid Coyote. Appreciate that. You got it, bro. I know that a lot of people were stoked on it. The feedback that we were getting initially after we had announced the actual character, we revealed that. Well, that was MegaCon. Yeah, that was a MegaCon announcement last or in February, back in February. Man, that was. Seeing people stoked on that was cool. Alex with a 5. I got my Representative number 2 in, and wow, I expected Saoirse to be fun, but it was great. I think that was your best writing, and the art was outstanding. I like writing private investigative stories, obviously, and the reason why, obviously, man, look, Batman's my favorite character. You guys know that. So I like doing detective stuff, but PI stuff is a little different for sure, and because it has levels. I don't know if I've talked it out. I hope this doesn't make me sound like a boomer, but between when I was definitely hanging out with my grandma, watched a lot of fucking watched a lot of Matlock and shit, and I was really, really into that shit. And so I like doing that type of stuff, and like detective stories just in general, and being able to. This is the thing, it's unique in a sense because not every private investigator is the same. Not every definitely when you're dealing with private investigators versus detectives, they're all different. Okay, and I like and this is why I wanted to start out with like Salvage. If you read Saoirse, Salvage and Saoirse are not the same character. Both private investigators. Columbo, someone brought. Love fucking Columbo, right? I love that shit. I used to sit up for fucking hours watching that shit. And and just one last thing. But yeah, I fucking love Columbo. Love fucking Columbo. But it's seriously, they're different, and I love to explore that. So writing those type of stories was really like fulfilling for me as a creator, as a writer. Love doing that. Love doing Salvage. Love doing Shusha, and it was just all around fun to do. So, but just saying it's the best writing that you think, as far as I'm concerned. That's awesome. I love to hear that. I fucking love to hear it. Glad you liked it. Of course, Kanan knocked it out the park. He's so good, man. He's so good at what he does. Drunk. Leave some winning for the rest of us. We got Eggomatic Chronicles. There's one last thing we're working on right now that I know he's in on Drunk 3PO, and then that's gonna be ready for launch soon enough. First Ripper Sand project, and we're gonna send that bitch to the moon too. So get ready for Eggomatic Chronicles Green. You'll be able to get blue as well if you want to get caught up on that. And it'll be a very cool campaign. First campaign, actual campaign, not a collection. First campaign for rippersand.com. Can't wait for y'all to get that. Drunk 3PO, I appreciate your support, man. I love you, brother. And I can't wait for us to get your project on the road. And we sending that thing to the moon as well. And that's going to be massive. Eggomatic Chronicles Green is going to be massive, man. And I want to destroy all the expectations that Drunk has where he thinks that he's going to get. I want to make sure we fucking quadruple that. It's going to be exciting. Atomic Patriot with a 2 says, yo, can't wait for the Horseman. Alex says, time to set a 100-meter dash record on crutches. Yeah, man, I be scooting on these damn things, man. Pretty quick. I'm pretty quick on them. So lazy with a 5 says, but while it is in a corner crying, bro, you can't drop this much awesome merch at one time. We're going to talk about that in a minute because I've heard all the feedback from the merch. Larry Parker with a 2 says, I'll ship the bitch to Afghanistan t-shirt. Yeah, well, like me with a box, like a illustrated version of me with a box. A Ripperverse box saying I'll ship the bitch to Afghanistan. Interesting. Zion with a 2 says, take care, E, and let's go animation. Hell yeah. Scorpio with a 5 says, Representative number 2 was awesome. Horseman preview was awesome. Give me, I don't want to wait. If we can start early fulfillment, the reason why we wanted to make sure we had enough time, obviously, with our CGCs, we've needed to make some improvements there. And like Saoirse, like you saw how good the Ripperzine. That's because we gave ourselves enough time instead of just relying on estimated times. We're giving ourselves more than enough time to receive those so that we don't have to ship orders separately or anything, because that hurts us, obviously, because we have to accrue all those costs. So if it is actually going by the estimated time that CGC will get them, we should have this able to start early fulfillment like in fucking in next month at some time. but we don't know. So that's why we put it out there. November the 4th will be the official fulfillment start date, and that's why we did that. That's why we did that. But if we can start early, we're not just gonna not start. Head Case Laboratory, what up? Two says they're a membership counter. We just talked about that. I'm working on it. John is with a 2. Says I got my Horseman order in. It's a good day. Shout out. Denaheim with a 5 says just got the zine and Shisha. Was absolutely stunning. Caden does it all in the Ripverse. Yeah, man. I mean, he is one of our greatest assets. I love having him. He's been here. A guy that I've been able to collaborate with for a while, and to have him like a now, we announced him as a actual, internal employee of the company. It was awesome. Guinea Pig with a fanny pack with a 5 says, Ripper, I hear you keep failing, so here's $5 to help out. Also, get well soon. Your legs will look like Beardo. I got a lot of muscle on them. But yeah, I do need to get back. Master Swag King, what's up? Love to see you. With a Tuesday, hope you feel better, dude. Can't wait to read it. Yeah, man, I felt a lot better. That first week was rough. It's a major surgery, but it's not like crazy invasive, but it is a major surgery nonetheless. They got to cut you open, and they got to shave fucking bone down and reconstruct shit. So it's a major, especially in the hip. It's a major fucking surgery. So that first couple of days sucked. I always struggle coming out because I don't drink, right? So anesthesia, I struggle with that shit afterwards. Throwing up all the time. We expected that because it's just I can't handle that shit. But as far as the actual pain, it wasn't as bad as I thought that it was gonna be. But like just being able to get mobility like in the leg at all was just not a thing. My wife had to help me, and she still does, get this leg like up on the bed, out of the bed, and all this shit. And it's really a struggle. And I'm like, this week I'm getting to where like not having to rely on her to do that as much, get out of the bed myself and stuff. So I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Larry, what if I Matt like and hit it tonight? Columbo at Grandma's, man. Those are the days, man. Since my childhood, those are the days, man. What's up? Is that our man's Phil in the chat? Diaz. That comes with a 5. Yo, Ripper, congrats on the first day of Horseman. Or for Horseman. And thanks for the shout out last week. Hope we dug our stuff. Yeah, man. Big time. Appreciate you sending the goodies as well to me. Like, in a nice little time frame. Appreciate that. But no, much love to you. And I'm glad, again, I see you do your thing. I see a lot of y'all doing y'all's thing, man. In the independent space, and that was a cool little thing that I wanted to do. It's not something I can do all the time, obviously, but a cool little thing to just put a little bit of a spotlight out there for some of our my fellow independent creators out there. And we see what you're doing. You've been killing it for a while. Been a great spokesman for your brand. Love seeing that, man. Keep doing it, homie. Keep rocking and rolling. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep tabs on you, bro. We're gonna keep tabs on you. Mike with a 10 says, can't tell you how happy I am for your success. We will be buying everything you put out unless you go woke. Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Everybody leaves all that shit at the door. So don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. Cooking the Moonlight with a 15 months. Shout out. Emily with a 2. Says, congrats on Horseman. Love to see you here, Emily. Thank you. Brian. What's up, Uncle Tony with a 5 gifted and a 5 from Guitarded with a 5 says I got the book back, the shirt pack, the hat, and went ahead and picked up the art book. Oh, shout out to you. Get that Joe Bennett art books. Not that many of those left. Got my Ribazine number 2s in today. Love Trisha. Love that you love. Shout out. My man's Vaughn also, who talked about in that video, is here. Go support him. Says congrats on the massive success and thank you for the shout out. Hey man, keep doing your thing, keep grinding. Big success with your campaign, and wish you nothing but the best in the future. Keep rocking. Love to see these young guys out there grinding, doing their thing, man. Love to fucking see it, and he's been killing it. So big shout out to him. Big shout out. Uh, Getting the pool somewhere really helps rehab. Yeah, I think at some point that's going to be a big part of my workout routine. Will be um in the pool for sure. And again, Brian, shout out to those 5 gifted. Jonia with a 5 says, y'all are good at Horseman and Bloodruth is an insane roster to put out in 1 year. It's awesome to see the Riververse continues to be a force in comics. Yeah, man. It is fun because you think about like we wanted to pick up our volume, okay? We wanted to act like just operating like we should. We have these great ambitions, and you can't speak those ambitions into existence. You have to get to work, and this is something that I tried to emphasize in a recent video that I did just for creators out there. A lot of people, they want the end. I mean, you hear this a lot in sports as well, and like other entertainment industries, where people that aspire to be into those industries want to be where someone that worked extremely hard is at without putting in the work that person did to get there. So they want to inherit the success, but they don't want to work to get it. And by work, I don't mean just thinking that, okay, just because I write or just because I do some shit. No, your work has to be purposeful. Your work has to be meaningful. Your work has to be something that is, you got to, you're going to be uncomfortable at times. It's going to be tedious things that are going to be about it. And you're going to stay up late at night. You're going to get up early in the morning. And you got to put in the work. There's no substitute for it. Okay? There's no substitute for work. So one of the things that I try to emphasize just through action is doing exactly that. And that was how we're able to get as many items as we have got out that are of quality, right? It doesn't, I mean, you got to be a professional, right? I mean, I look at some of the, especially as far as output and writing, right? When you think of some of the greats in writing, especially other artists, and you look at the amount of content that they were putting out and able to do. And yes, this was different work for a little corporation. You got deadlines and stuff like that, but the quality was still there. With the Jack Kirby's and the Stan Lees and all these guys, you know, so you got to be. First of all, anybody that suggests that somehow you can't put out good things that people enjoy and people want while also being a professional, I think they're misguided, right? So you got to self-impose some deadlines as well. You got to give your teams deadlines. So you have to make sure that you're staying on top of it, and it requires a lot of work. And this is why I love everybody that I work with here at the Rippaverse. Working with guys like Will Conrad, working with guys like Joe Bennett, who are some of the best artists like out. And these guys are professionals. Whatever they agreed to, as far as their page count is concerned, they get those pages to us at that time. And it allows us to get our releases out. So it's easy to do that when you're also working with people that have that same mindset of, look, man, the money ain't going to make itself. You got to give people what they want. And I love what I do. Obviously, I work as hard as I have in my entire life, and that's why you're getting to your point, Junior. Yeah, we're Gooding, Horseman, and Bloodruth in the same damn year, right? The amount of books that we publish, and next year is going to be a big one as well. It's going to be a big one. So, really excited. Okay, so let's talk about some stuff that's up for sale right now. You also have the CGC copies. If you want to grab some of these, of course, the CGC copies are signed by Chuck Dixon. So you'll be able to grab his signature in the CGC signature series copies that are part of this campaign. We also have, excuse me, I'm going back. We also have this, I didn't even mean to do that. This brutal Horseman poster done by our man Kanan White. We have Horseman. Look, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and many people have said this is the favorite. They've said this is the favorite shirt. Let's just be honest. So this was made by Caden White, and it turned out incredible. Our man's Jay Brown colored it. We had our graphics team do some touch-ups on it, and I picked my contribution to this was facilitating obviously everything through, and then deciding the shirt color. And I went with this blue jean kind of approach. And man, I love the way this damn thing looks. So you can go grab this right now in the store over at Riververse.com. That's also part of this collection. We have our first official Horseman hat, but also our first official Flex Fit hat, which a lot of people have asked for. I'm wearing a Flex Fit hat right now. Comes in 2 sizes, so if you want to get one for the kids, we have the small and medium, or small and extra small size. But we also have large and XL, which is what I wear for you all. And yeah, you can go grab this over at the store. It does see, as you can see a little bit of it, it has some text on the back as well. So on the front and the back, I know a lot of people are gonna love this. Love this hat. I love the logo. I love everything we do, of course. We got another Caden White. The reason why we did this, high demand. Some guys saw some of Caden's black and white art, just art, and not colored. And so we officially wanted to make some artwork of Horseman that is him in that style, right? On a black shirt. And this is what we came out with. But some people are saying these are the best shirt designs that we've come out with. So I'm glad you guys love it. Of course, we have bundles. You can get the ketchup pack if you want. To the ketchup Chuck and Joe ketchup pack. This is the second book they've done. AlphaCore was the first. You can go bundle that to save money. You can get the Horseman pack, which I highly recommend. International customers as well. Just get them all. Fuck it. You have to choose between the covers. Don't. How about that? Get them all. We have AlphaCore, by the way. This is almost sold out. We just added it. Chuck Dixon trying to get make sure we get some of the other items that are out that we have of our reserve, but it's not that many. Some of them may have already sold out. So you can go grab those as well. Of course, which I recommend the most. Just get everything. Get everything that's in this damn collection. So yeah, we have those items. This is a good little photo for you if you want to know everything that's there. We got our books signed and graded as well, and then we have 2 shirts, a poster, and a hat. Keeping it real simple. Real simple. You know, we do great quality merch. Summer collection items have got there, so those are shipping out immediately. So you can put those orders in as well. So this I some one, by the way, I got word there was something that we were waiting on, but this is more than likely going to early ship. So you can go ahead and get those as well. Those are going to ship early. But the summer collection, I will do a closeout stream for both. I think they end basically at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. The summer collection and the Ripazine. Yeah, they do. So we'll do a dual kind of closeout collection for the Ripazine, and that'll be on in a few days. I guess I'll be doing that here downstairs. We'll have some fun. We'll talk about the book as well. And yeah, Jeremy and Nerd got it all. We'll shout out. Love those brothers. Gotta wait to pay that. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, John Day Douglas, love to see you here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We know tomorrow and then the following Friday, a lot of y'all are gonna be getting paid. So we already know that. So tomorrow could be another big day. I mean, looking at these numbers for Horseman, tomorrow can be another big day. But either way, I mean, over 5,100 total books sold, 3,017 or 317,000 total sales. This has destroyed all of our expectations, and we'll see how high it goes. If you want to see, and we'll look at this real quick because this is the most viewership that we've had. So I want to show y'all some, if you don't mind, and then we'll be right back.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgun. And he walks away clean. With my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that?
Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
So yeah, if you want to see the Horsemen as a series, if you want to see it as a series, be sure to become a member over at ripperverse.com/members. I will go to the it's actually here at the no shit, the big button. So we have membership. This has been here for a while. We have 4 tiers, and we're going to be adding a bunch of stuff as well. I'll recommend the higher ones, obviously, but if even just $5, it doesn't matter. If we get 5,000 total members, we will start working and in production for number 1 episode, the first episode of The Horseman, which will be voiced by Dean Cain. We'll start production on that. If we hit 5,000, 10,000, we'll do a whole entire series. But yes, as you can see, we have a few different options, actually 4. $5 gets you access to all the upcoming website forums that we're going to have, early access when we do have that implemented as well. And of course, you get the Ripazine. So you guys know we do the Ripazines. Either membership that you get, every time we put out a Ripazine, which right now it's almost trending towards quarterly, every Ripazine that we put out is it comes with your membership. So you just have to redeem it. No problem. But once you start getting into like the $10 and the $20, you start getting more. You get priority shipping. You're getting percentage off shipping. You get all that stuff. $50. You're talking. You know how much money you're gonna save with $50? Ask Bruce. You guys that are always purchasing things, you want to come back to things, get the $50 membership, because if you're domestic, because you don't have to pay for shipping. So you get free shipping on everything. You get priority shipping as well, and everything else that the website has to offer, which again will be a growing list of perks. Ripperverse.com/members is where you want to sign up. Again, this is going to be what you want to pay attention to, and we'll work on getting like a ticker or something. But this is something that you're going to want to pay attention to if you want to see the Horseman become an actual animated series. So, okay, we'll get to some of these real quick. You guys have been crazy, man. My man Sheep, San Antonio, finna be some heat. Y'all pull up with some stuff and sign and cameras. Sign up for a Ripperverse membership. You should do that. Sheep helps manage all that stuff. 42 months in the game, Sheep. What a ride. Check it on the 5. I saw the trailer and it gave me Casey Jones vibe. I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, so I had to grab one. Shout out. Constantine with a 27 months rip. Second half of the salvage comic. I'm gonna have I haven't, again, had a chance to do some videos and stuff, but we'll be doing something very formal, releasing something formal about our poll results soon enough and what we're going to do with that. Daniel with a 5 said, I went with a black one because I want to wear something that I didn't want to wear something showing blood. I didn't pick up the hat. I have been waiting for a baseball. You did, pick up the hat. Been waiting on the baseball style hat. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, man. A lot of demand for that kind of hat. Master Swag King with a Tuesday. Eric, I figured out why you call him salvage. His name is not random. I'll say that much. Best name I can think of with a 2 said, will you do Joe pencils for this book? Yeah, if he wants to do an art of Joe Bennett, the Horseman, welcome to Forest Park, I'm game. Chump Norris with a 5. I got my I Want It All package. Shout out. Shout out. Glad you enjoyed. Matt Dietz with a 10 says, congrats, Eric, on your success from one Texas to another. I have every cover C, but I just saw your video on Gooding. Did I miss out on this? Yeah. That was a collection that we had, which is no longer active, but you can still get cover D, which is available. All the other covers have sold out, except our reserve copies, which maybe there's an opportunity for you to get those. Another booth at MegaCon Orlando. Yeah, we're for sure planning to be at Orlando. Brandon will be keeping up with that, but we're for sure that's the plan. MegaCon's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Okay, guys. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a long stream. Just wanted to touch base. I got this raggedy ass setup. Thank you guys for being here, showing some love. I thank all of y'all, man. It's been a wonderful ride. Again, I did not anticipate that we were going to see this much success on this. It's been a wonderful, wonderful thing. I will stream with Joe soon enough once I'm fully back in form, maybe next week, and we will talk Horseman, everything Horseman as well. So that's going to be a fun stream, but I appreciate y'all. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. I don't know. I have no idea where this is going to land for the day one. Hell, tomorrow being payday, where this is going to end up. I have no idea, but this has already destroyed our expectations in day one. So we thank you guys for the support. Interested to see where the book sales end up as well, because we're over 5,000 books sold, bros, already. That's crazy. Over 5,000 books sold. So we will see where all this lands. So thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. I'm gonna wind down. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do some work stuff, email stuff. But I just want to do a short stream. We'll check in with the wife once she's back as well. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Ripping the Silverback will happen next week. Probably won't be doing an episode of 4K in a second until I'm back in the office for the second presentation. But I will be doing some streams this upcoming week and maybe even the weekend. Who knows? Now that we have this raggedy ass setup where, look, it's streaming. I don't have to be as professional like my show or anything. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to end with this trailer one last time. And we appreciate you guys for the support. I did hear about this East Coast Toasty Boy, and I posted about it. That sucks. As well as Frankie Beverly. Heard about that as well. But we're going to get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all the support for Horseman. We love you. On behalf of Ripperverse, Chuck, Joe as well. Thank you guys for that support. We'll see you next time, man. Y'all be easy. Peace out.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. With my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that?
Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.